Guys, we got a good one today. I have made some notes and I'm going to break this down really simple for you guys so that everyone can understand. I'm stoked. So I'm going to give you guys one piece of advice. And this is, if I could only give you guys one piece of advice for your entire college experience, this is going to be it. And I'm going to break it down into 3 parts so it's super simple for you guys to follow. And I personally think if you follow this advice, you will be, number 1, so happy you did. And number 2, your overall college experience will be so much better. And you'll be thankful. And I hope maybe some of you guys even remember this video and you're like, wow, that guy actually kind of knew what he was talking about. And the reason I say that is because I implemented this in my life, but it wasn't until the end of college where I actually kind of figured things out and pulled it together, pulled it into the road a little bit and just tried to better myself. And so let's just get right into it. So my piece of advice, just in general, is you need to stay healthy. And this can go on and on about all the things about how you need to be healthy and what you need to do, what every day needs to look like, going to the gym, eating right, all these other things. But I'm breaking this down into 3 parts for you guys. So the first part is, guys, you have to be working out at least 3 times a week. And you need to make this a non-negotiable. The reason I say 3 times a week is because in college, you're busy. You're really busy. You got things going on. You got day parties. You got events. You want to just go out and be social. There's so much going on. So the minimum, like the lowest minimum I would say is work out 3 times a week. Whether that's like, I don't know, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. So stick to that. And I personally would recommend do at least 4. If you can do 5, great, but you want to be consistent. So if you're doing 3 days a week, then you're doing 5 days a week, then you're doing 3 days a week, like I would just stick to a plan. So stick to 3 days a week minimum, and we can kind of tailor it from there. And the reason I say that is because when you're working on your body and you're working on fitness, you have to be consistent at it. And so if you kind of get a bunch of results one week and you're in the gym, you're killing it, then the next week you don't work out at all, well, there pretty much just went everything you just worked for the entire week. Like all your momentum was kind of going up and up and up, and then it just crashed down. So you guys want to try and avoid that. So that's why I say 3 is actually a pretty good number, because you can do it week after week, and hopefully it doesn't really take that much effort, and you can do it for a consistent amount of time. So that's the way that you're going to see results in the gym, because in college you're going to lose track of like time, your body, your goals. Like you're so focused on being social, finding friends, finding girlfriends, finding boyfriends. There's all this stuff coming at you in college, and you want to be the cool person and you want to be involved in all this stuff. It's really easy to lose track of your health. And so whether you're a freshman in college or you're a senior in college, this advice still very much applies to you. And that's the reason I keep it first, is that you got to be in the gym. And if you guys need help structuring a program, like I will literally do it for free. I will help you guys build a program, stick to it, and we can go from there. Because I really want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys in great shape. I want to help you guys, because once you get out of college, you essentially start backtracking. You're like, okay, now I got to get back on my health, when you could have just been here and working on your health the whole time while you're having the best 4 years of your life. Hopefully it's not the best 4 years of life. There's better things in the future coming for you if you're in college right now. But you guys get my point. So that kind of goes to my second point. When I talk about all these different events happening in college, if you can remember one rule in your life to live by, and you can live by this rule for as long as you live, it is the 80-20 rule. So if you guys haven't heard about this, this is something I really try and live by. Right now it's a bit different because I'm doing 75 hard, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm getting at, where 75 hard, you're putting 100% effort into like bettering yourself. There's no off days, break days. Like you are killing it, and it's good. But pretty much the 80-20 rule is 80% of the time you want to be on it. You want to have your diet on it. You want to be in the gym on it. You want your studies on it. Like everything, 80% of your life is consisted of you are bettering yourself, your life is good, and you are making progress for the future. Now, there's 20% here. So the 20% over here, and the percentage varies for some, but 20% of the time, you can maybe lay off the gas a little bit. Go out, have a few drinks, get drunk, like loosen up a bit, enjoy your life, play some video games, like whatever that thing is that can just allow you to relax and just, it's kind of that moment in life where you really truly can step off the gas and just enjoy life for what it is. And if you like enjoying a beer, great, bro, go enjoy a beer. If you like, I don't know, going out on the weekends or whatever that thing is, like enjoy yourself, enjoy your time. But that's only 20% of the time. So, there's a big weight difference here. Like, you want most of your life to be consistent here. This 80% where you are on it, and then you only allow yourself 20% of have a good time, go out with your friends, you can cheat on your diet. Relatively, guys, this 20% does not mean eat 4 bacon cheeseburgers in one day, eat 8,000 calories in a day, and just absolutely tank everything. Like, no, like keep it in the road, but you can chill for a bit. And so personally, this has been so good for me because it gives me, the ability to let off the gas when I need to. And sometimes when you're on this health grind and you're on your fitness and diet grind, a lot of the times it's like sometimes you kind of got to snap out of it and be like, there's more to life, than just working out 7 days a week. You can take some off days, have fun with your friends. Right now, I'm in the chapter of my life where I'm trying so hard to get in the best shape of my life. So at times, it's important for me to be 100% because that's just where I'm at in life. There's, these percentages unfortunately do change based on where you're at in life. Like if you're 90 years old and getting ready to kick the bucket, this 20% is going to raise. But for you guys, sticking to the point, 80% here, be on it. Stay, like, don't like mess with your diet. And that's one thing I wanted to say about your diet is, and this ties to the first point as well, with the whole working out, you need to have a plan when you're working out. So just going to the gym and like doing some workout you find online, that's better than nothing. But if you don't coordinate what you're trying to do in the gym with the diet that you're trying to go about, you're not going to see results in the gym. So you need to have a clear plan of, like, this is a great plan. Right now, I'm cutting weight. So I want to lose weight. I want to lose fat so that my body fat percentage goes lower. So the way to do that is in the kitchen on my diet, I only eat 1,900 calories a day. And then I could go into all the macronutrients, but I'm eating a bunch of protein, carbs are high, fat is relatively low, and I'm sticking to this for like as long as it takes for me to get to 10% body fat. So that's the goal. That's the structure I have given myself. So if I'm working out 3 days a week, I'm going to tailor my workouts to my diet and have everything aligned perfectly. So that's what I do. If you want to bulk and gain weight and you want to put on muscle, there's a way to do that too. There's like when you're in the gym, you want to do a different rep range and different set range and the different workouts. So everything can be structured around your goal. You just have to be conscious of your goal and figure out what it is I truly want. And then once you know what you want, then you can structure your plan and go from there. So that kind of ties into everything. And now, guys, the very last point that I want to talk about is it's about drinking. Drink in moderation. So you can go out. You can have fun with your friends. You can go out on the weekends. But I want to be very clear about something which I implemented in my life. Once you kind of get past the freshman year is all about drinking, social, meet as many people as you can. You're probably going to be drinking more your freshman year versus your senior year, hopefully. But my recommendation to you is you should find time to drink when there's an event or there's an occasion. So instead of going out every single weekend and drinking, you can go out on the weekends where you're invited to a nice event, or you are on a date with a girl, or you just want a nice dinner with some of your buddies and have some beers. Like, whatever the case may be, like, set a time for when to drink, because if you don't set a time and create boundaries around that, you're going to struggle because you are going to start drinking a lot. And obviously, I think I'm probably talking to maybe some fraternity people, or whoever you are. Like, I'm sure you've drank before, and college is a time where you drink. So that's how personally I would structure it. Again, it's hard because a lot of time in college, if you're at a party school, there's lots of events going on, so there's so much drinking. But if I was going to do it right now, that's what I would do, is just structure it. So you drink when you have a day party, when you have a nice date with a girl, that's what you do. But I'm not just going to go out every single Saturday, go to the same bar, see the same people, pay the same cover, get the same drinks, and not really make progress to my goal every single weekend. Like, there's got to be a little bit of a boundary, because college is fun and all, but once you get out of college, that person that you are right there in that skin is everything that you built in the past 4 years. Obviously, your whole life accumulated, but a lot of who you are right after college is probably the kind of person you were in college. So it's important to shape these habits. And guys, I'm not saying you can't go drink back-to-back weekends with your friends. That's fine. But at the end of the day, you are the only one that is in control of this. And so it is extremely important for you to know what you're doing, understand what you're doing, and coordinate your life around it. So, guys, these are my 3 points. I truly believe if you guys follow these to a T as best you can, you will have such a tremendous college experience. You will enjoy it. Life will be good, and you'll have tons of friends, and you'll have a great body, and life will be good. And again, things happen. Life happens. And so if you're not perfect, it's okay. Life is not about being perfect. It's about growing from whatever happens. But one kind of quote that I really, really like, that I read in this book, that I'm going to end on, is part-time effort is going to lead to part-time results. So if you're in the gym or you're working on your diet, if you work at it part-time and don't put much effort into it, you can't expect to have these great results. You're going to get part-time effort. So if you're only working out 2 times a week for 2 weeks out of the 4 weeks of the month, you're probably not going to get many results. So then again, it's up to you guys to challenge yourself, to work hard at it, and just enjoy this, because we only get one life, guys, and it's up to you how you want to choose it. But seriously, from my heart to yours, I hope that I helped someone watching. If you guys have any questions or want to comment about any of this, I'd love to hear it. Stay tuned for tomorrow.